Killeen, Texas, one of the best places in the nation to find a real, true starter home. And we know that they are disappearing like crazy due to the affordability crisis. So, what does $150,000 get you in Killeen, Texas? Let's go check them out. So, I got two houses I'm going to walk you through. This one is priced at $150,000 on the dot. Then I'm going to show you what you can get with a little bit more money. Monthly payment on something like this is right around $1,200 to $1,300 if you're going to put 10% down. But these are eligible for VA loans, 0% down, things like that. So let's check it out. First of all, I'm going to kind of show you the neighborhood here. Nice older neighborhood. Everything around here was built in the 1950s. And this part of Killeen is kind of undergoing its transformation right now. So what you're seeing is a lot of houses kind of like this one, where people went in, bought them for cheap, and then added some upgrades. And you're also seeing people who have lived here forever that take really good care of their stuff. And there's the more rundown ones as well. So this neighborhood, I think, is going to really gain a lot of value over the next 5 to 10 years as they do the transformations to downtown Killeen and they pump money into transforming the Rancier area. This is that type of neighborhood that you see near the downtown areas in the larger cities where the houses sell for $500,000-$600,000 just because they're near downtown. Like, I don't think these prices will get that high, but I do think it's a really good investment now because these prices won't stay this low. All right, let's check this one out. So as you can see, fresh paint throughout the front of this thing. It's got a nice little porch here. Looks like they put a fan on the front porch, but it like barely fits this space. Then as we go inside, so we've got some wood laminate flooring, fresh paint pretty much throughout. Now this house does have central AC, and if you go back out on the side here, you can see that the AC that they do have on this house, that's relatively new. This is a relatively new AC and it's pretty large, but they still have that window unit. That's why I brought it to your attention, because they still have the window unit. Doesn't mean that the AC is no good, but there might not have been as good of AC in here originally. And so they added that. One of the things, you've got this pier and beam slab. You can hear that. So when you step, it can feel a little hollow. And also with a house like this, that's on these pier and beam slabs, it can feel a little uneven as you walk through it. But here's where the money is, all in the kitchen. So I really like the color that they painted those cabinets, that light blue. It gives it a really light feel in here. And then look at this. I always check the countertops. That's not stone, that's covered up, but they did a great job with that. Now, this isn't a brand new flip. I think somebody came, renovated it, lived in it, and then left it, because as you can see, like, there's just some imperfections here. Cabinet's a little dirty, some things that need to be worked on. But for $150, that's what you're gonna find yourself in, is something that has room for you to add value. Gas, which is super rare. It's hard to find gas in this area. And this is actually pretty decent here. So this one's a 3-bed, 1-bath, and that's another common thing you're gonna see at this price point. You just get the 1 bath, but really good layout. Nice long hallway. I wanna say this thing's about 1,200 square feet, maybe a little less than that. And this master bedroom is actually pretty sizable. And another one here. And this is a true starter home. This is in similar condition to my very first home. It needed some upgrades and some love, but it came with some upgrades and some love. So it's been taken care of at some point in time during its life. You don't necessarily want to get one of these and live in one of these that hasn't had any attention paid to it in all these years. No garage on this one. You get a carport. So we go around back. As you can see, another little slab area and decent sized backyard here, but it could use some privacy because it's got the old school gates around it. So I think a privacy fence is a really good opportunity for you to add some value. Also with these older houses, you got to be mindful of this, the windows. Those don't look to be the original windows of the house, but windows like this, they will let in a lot of the outside air, so they'll make it a little difficult for you to keep that house cool. So not a lot to this one, but as you can see, for $150 or $1,200 a month, this is decent. This is a great place for somebody to start, and you start to build your portfolio. Let me show you what you can get if you spend just a little bit more money. So I left my camera at the other house, but I wanted to make sure that we get this one real quick. So this one is a little bit more pricier than the 150, and this is actually listed by my company, my builder, Blue Chip Builders did this one. And like, this is an amazing place for somebody to get, and it doesn't have any of, like, say, the issues that the previous one that we just saw might have in it. So I'm gonna walk you through and just kind of give you some of the highlights. But this one right now is listed at $169, so this will be a little bit closer to $1,300 to $1,400 a month. Definitely worth it. So right off the bat, this one has new roof, new paint on the outside, new siding, new garage door, and it has a garage. So the one for $150 did not have a garage. Go up a little bit in price, you do get the garage. This one is a slab foundation, so it doesn't feel as uneven when you walk through the inside. And then everything in here is pretty much brand new, and things are looking nice and bright. Great cabinets in here, subway tile, brand new appliances. The fridge would be over here in this area. We don't have one yet, but I think this is amazing for $169. It's got the recessed lighting and hookups for a TV to go up here, ceiling fans in every room, new air conditioner, new plumbing. Another thing that we did run into before though, only one bathroom, but this bathroom is very, very nice. They did tile all the way up to the ceiling, which I think is the best thing you can do for a bathroom remodel, is take that tile up to the top. Let's try and see if we had power on. We don't. And like I was telling you guys, new AC, all that's brand new. And this is a 3-bed, 1, 2, 3, 1 bath, large living area and dining area. And then if you go out back, you'll see you don't have any back neighbors on this one, which is one of my favorite features of this particular house. So with affordability being such a big problem, having homes like this, of this quality, in the price point that ends up being the same as rent or a little bit cheaper than rent, is such an advantage. And it's one of the advantages that Killeen has over most places. So this is how you solve the affordability crisis, is you bring good, affordable housing to people that is high in quality and let them move in. And this is still a solid neighborhood. Of course, not everybody's flocking to this side of town, right? Because it's older. But I think this is where the smart money should go in Killeen. So if you're looking to start your journey as a real estate investor, or you're looking to start your journey as a homeowner, like, this is a true starter home. This is a place where you can start your real estate portfolio, and then you work up from here. But it's one of the key things to being in Killeen is the fact that, like, we really have starter homes. All right, so I'll check you guys on the next video. I got a whole bunch of goodies in the description. Make sure you check those out, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.